And welcome back. Module 3, Organizational Structural Differences and Adapting to Sports Cultural Changes. In the last module, we discussed creative problem solving and decision making, along with the steps and strategies for strategic and operational planning. In Chapter 5, we'll discuss organizational functions that include the following concepts of organizational function, authority, organizational design, job design, and organizing yourself and delegating your work. Delegating your work is often hard at times, as I find, because sometimes you feel that if you want it done right, you have to do it yourself. But in order to be a well-working unit, you have to trust your coworkers and trust that what you delegate to them will be taken care of professionally. In Chapter 6, we'll discuss concepts of managing change, organizational culture, innovation, quality, and learning the organization, diversity, and developmental organization. So what to expect as we go through Module 3. So this week, it'll cover structural differences and adapting to sport cultural changes. You'll discuss delegating and your team to work culture. In the weekly assignment, you'll research and analyze diversity of your favorite sports team. The objectives of Module 3 are to explain 4 functions of management: planning, organization, leading, and controlling, and how it applies to various sport and recreational businesses. Being able to recognize social responsibility initiatives throughout the industry of sport, and analyze global business and how diversity impacts sport recreation operations. At the end of Chapter 5, you'll be able to explain how flat organizations and tall organizations differ, describe liaisons, integrators, and boundary roles, differentiate between formal and informal authority, explain the 4 levels of authority, describe the relationship between line and staff authority. It's a whole lot of authority for you in Module 3. Describe organizational charts, explain how internal departmentalization and external departmentalization differ, explain similarities and differences between matrix and divisional departmentalization, explain how job simplification and job expansion differ, describe the characteristics model and what it's used for, set priorities, delegate. At the end of Chapter 6, you'll be able to identify driving forces behind change, list the 4 variables of change, differentiate between fact, belief, and goals, state core values of TQM, describe learning organization, explain how diversity can affect innovation and quality, state how force field, not force field, analysis and survey differ, and explain the difference between team building and process consultation. So your to-do list are your 2 discussion questions and your weekly assignment, which is on sports team diversity, which will be due Sunday at 11:55 p.m. Any other questions, please, reach out to me. And, what I have to say by this point in the semester, if you're not doing the discussion questions, the 3 replies, the initial post, that is the best way to score a lot of points, and it's required in this class. So please make sure you are replying at least 3 times to each discussion post. Any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Thanks. We'll see you next module.